But the urgency is that it needs to go to the courts. The bill needs to be introduced so it can go to the courts to keep these people out of the country.
Tell them, Pauline.
So that is the urgency of this motion.
G'day everyone, thank you for tuning into this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment to help boost the message, and join to be a member if you want to show some extra support. It means the world to me. I'm fully supported by my community, by you, so I can stay unbiased and give my true, uncensored opinion. So thank you all so much for your support. Let's get back to the video. Foreign terrorists returning to Australia blocked. Oh shit, really? So I haven't seen this. If you didn't know, Pauline Hanson wants to release a bill to stop terrorists coming back to Australia. I know, such a radical right-wing extremist, because for some reason, Albo, Tony Burke, and all of the Labor Party and the Greens seem to say we can't stop terrorists coming back to the country. If anything, it seems like they want to bring them back. It's freaking crazy. Like, they're like, we can't stop ISIS terrorists coming back into the country. Damn it. Not like we're in charge of the fucking country. And I don't think any citizen of Australia, besides some people that are radicals, would not support stopping ISIS coming back into the country. But for some reason, Labor's too fucking weak and wants votes that much that they will let ISIS come back into the country. So Pauline Hanson was talking about bringing out a bill to stop ISIS coming back into the country and all terrorists, which is crazy. We have to change the laws to stop terrorists coming back into our country because Labor will not do it. But this title says bill to stop foreign terrorists returning to Australia blocked. So obviously, just because it's one nation, they're probably not listening to her. Of course.
There is no more urgent consideration before this Parliament than the safety and security of Australia and its people.
Yep.
It is the first responsibility of this Parliament, and it's not something we can afford to kick down the road. People who left Australia to join the depraved ISIS terrorist cult have been allowed to return. And
even Farugi from the Greens was like, oh, they have to return. They're Australian citizens. They have children. They're so innocent. They literally had fucking slaves proven, and they're out on the streets. I don't know why Labor people can vote for them in the Greens. It's crazy. I'm lost for words.
This Labor government has actively helped them despite saying it would not. These people represent a direct threat to the safety of Australians and the security of this nation. There are more of them. 13 men linked to ISIS and currently held in a Baghdad prison may soon be released. They may seek to return to Australia as well.
See, because Labor tried to do they're just brides. They're not really the terrorists, even knowing that's why they went over there. But now literally the fighters are coming back. The people that were probably beheading people and wanting to destroy the West. Great Labor voters. Tony Burke will love to see them at Lakemba at the mosque.
They include Tariq Kamla, also known as Dr. Jihad.
Senator, there's a point of order. Please take your seat. Minister.
Debate on the suspension, not on the substantive. So I'm just asking you to bring Senator Hanson back to the argument, which is about why this should be urgent to be debated.
Thank you. Yes, Senator Hanson.
She spoke for less than 60 seconds. That's how we've only been going a minute. And they're interrupting her. They're so weak. So weak.
And please do bring it back to that point.
Well, I believe that I am.
Yep.
These also known as Dr. Jihad, who appeared in ISIS propaganda and called for Muslims everywhere to join ISIS or conduct jihad everywhere. The Minister for Home Affairs has said the law leaves him with no other option than to permit the return of these people despite the threat they pose. That's why it is urgent for the Senate to bring the Protecting Australians from Foreign Terrorist Fighters Bill to debate immediately. If the law does not currently prevent these people from returning, our duty to the Australian people is to change the law. One nation is acting where the Labor government has failed to act.
And that's what fucking Australians want. Labor keeps saying, it's the law, it's the law. We can't change the law. We have to let terrorists back into the country. How insane is that? You control the fucking law. You have majority seats. You can pass bills to stop terrorists. If anyone's stopping you, they shouldn't be in Parliament. And it's crazy that One Nation doesn't have the power to vote for this yet, so they have to put the bill forward, and then by the looks of it, Labor and the Greens stop it. So that's literally them voting against stopping terrorists come back into the country. That's who's running the country.
The bill creates a new foreign terrorist fighter exclusion order. This is in addition to the existing temporary exclusion order regime. The new allows the minister to go to the federal court and establish that the person poses an unacceptable risk.
Why are they stopping her again? What did she say that was wrong?
Can you please really focus in on the urgency component of this?
Explain.
Can they fucking let her talk? She's talked for less than fucking 2 minutes. They will not let her talk. What do they want her to speak 20 seconds?
The urgency, why this is needed. That is quite clear in
She's giving context of why it's needed.
why the bill needs to be
Sit down.
introduced into the chamber.
Speak to
Now-
the urgency, not the substantive.
No, I'm sorry. If the Labor Party doesn't like what I'm reading out here, really telling the people why we desperately need this, then they have the problem with this.
I'm the chair, and I'm asking you to keep it to the urgency component.
How is it an urgent? She's literally listing out the terrorists and the current laws that aren't working to stop them coming back. What's not urgent? This shows you when the Labor government is in power, you aren't allowed to speak. It is bloody urgent, that's right. It's bloody urgent. There's freaking terrorists coming back to our country. We need to change the law. And she's tried to explain that. Oh, that's not urgent. The Labor Party doesn't like you speaking about their voters.
Of the suspension, please.
Well, the urgency is that it needs to go to the courts. The bill needs to be introduced so it can go to the courts to keep these people out of the country.
Tell them, Pauline.
So that is the urgency of this motion.
Please continue, but as I reiterated on the urgency component.
She acts like she's a little kid who just got told off. Pauline can really... if she was in charge, can you imagine the strength? I've never seen Albo speak with emotion like that. I've never seen... Can I get some ones in the chat if you've never seen Albo speak with emotion like that? Ever. I've never seen him have any emotion. He's an absolute weasel, fat neck, toad, Albo. He hasn't got any emotion when he speaks. Pauline's got passion. She actually cares about what she's speaking about.
In addition to the existing temporary exclusion order regime, the new order, which is urgent, allows the minister to go to the federal court and establish that the person poses an unacceptable risk based on the advice of security agencies. It is measured and it is robust. Judicial oversight is maintained. It also strengthens terrorism bail laws and passport powers and imposes serious penalties on people who unlawfully facilitate the return of terrorist fighters. One Nation strongly believes that every possible legal measure must be employed to prevent the return of terrorists to our shores. We must take all possible steps to ensure the safety of Australians. Labor's approach to this issue has been to hide behind advice about constitutional questions. This is why the urgency is. The government should table this advice instead of keeping Australians in the dark and stop using it as a convenient excuse for failing to act. I say let the High Court determine whether a law is constitutional because that is its job. We can't we can't afford to sit on our hands and wait. Labor has stood by while 2 ISIS-linked women on serious charges were released into the community on bail.
It makes no sense how people that own slaves can be on bail in Australia or even come back here. Look who people are putting in charge, trying to stop people speaking about stopping terrorists coming back to the country. That's all I'll say. That's all you need to say. This is all you need to see to realise Labor is not for Australians.
Labor has said they won't assist the return of these 13 men imprisoned in Baghdad, but that's what they said about the so-called ISIS brides they helped to return. Labor can redeem itself by allowing this debate and supporting One Nation's legislation. The safety and security of the Australian people demand no less.
That's right.
We should act before these men are released.
We need to act. That's the urgency of this whole bill. They're literally about to let terrorists back in the country. Albo is that desperate for votes? He's going to let that happen. It's freaking wild. It's crazy.
We must put in place every possible barrier to prevent their return. One Nation has done its part by drafting this bill to protect Australians. We ask that the Senate suspend standing orders to debate our bill and put the safety of Australians first. And that's a matter of urgency.
That's right. That is right. Matter of urgency. They wouldn't even let us speak the first 60 seconds. How can it not be urgent to stop terrorists coming back into the country? I don't know. At least Pauline Hanson is doing the right thing for Australians and actually trying to change the law. Because all Albo does, and Tony Burke and all the Greens, they just go, oh, we can't change. It's Australian law. They have to come back. It's Australian law. You're in charge. You could change the laws overnight. You change the speech laws overnight to silence Australians, but you can't stop terrorists coming back to the country. Very telling. Very telling. I think we all can see the agenda here and who they are trying to support. Pauline, thank you so much for addressing that. Much needed.